Come on, set. 15, line it. 15, line it. Target. Fire.
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Lock now on first down. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. The tackle made by Todd Davis.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. Fighting down past the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Yellow. Go on, Eddie.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Butker able to put this one through. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. And the pressure gets to him again. Emmanuel Ogbah providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Broncos send out their punter now. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. 35 yards that time on the punt, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Yellow, correct!
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lock to throw on second down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
From the gun on third down, Lock. He finds Riddick, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Lock going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. On first and 10, here's Lock. The completion to Riddick. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Lock throwing on target to Fant. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. On first down, right back to Lindsey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The Broncos on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They fake the handoff, now Lock. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 29-yard line. Lock going to bring the offense up first and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Lock going to throw. Open man is Winfrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes gets it to Gordon. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes flushed out right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It leads to 2nd and 10.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the kick by Butker is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
This will be fielded at the 8. And And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a carry for Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. 31 yards there and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A give, running right, Lindsey. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done. But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch 10, watch 10.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
Over there, single receiver.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 45 yards. Hey, you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes, rolling to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Butker's kick here is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Shavarius Ward in on the tackle. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A first down there on a pickup of 25. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That one into the hands of Hamilton. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Forced out to his left. And Robinson with a big catch. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Yellow. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check it backer, check it backer.
And color. Race don't trap.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. He'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Daquan Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow, 480. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that.
On 1st down, Gordon. And some room to maneuver. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Mahomes to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for, and this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? They've got his man complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Chiefs, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face Kansas City next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.